So let's take a look at the course syllabus. And to get to it, you're going to click over here on the left-hand side under Course Information. And you'll notice this first section of the course information page is the syllabus, the schedule, and the course map. Three very important documents that I highly recommend that you print to have next to your computer during the semester. But we're going to talk about the course syllabus. So to get to it, you click on this link here. And you'll notice that it's going to load as a PDF document. So if you need to print it, you can print it, save it to your computer. You can zoom in and out with these buttons here. You could also, on your keyboard, hit Control plus or minus to zoom in and out to make it larger or smaller. The syllabus outlines the policies, procedures, and context for our online course. And you'll notice that it starts with the standard information related to my contact information as well as my co-instructor Holly Collier's contact information. Okay, so underneath that you'll see our CNI program, graduate program goals. So this is what we as a faculty seek to do as we shepherd you through the program, and that is to identify, evaluate, and investigate best practices in CNI, apply those best practices in your classroom and as an instructional leader, and then effectively communicate to your colleagues best practices in the field of CNI. So that's what we strive to do as faculty. Next, you'll see the course description. And again, this is designing online learning environments. And this is a really neat course. You're going to get the chance to actually build an online module and have your own online development course that you'll add to as we go along through the semester. And this is the perfect precursor to next semester's facilitating online learning environment, where you learn actual teaching strategies and pedagogy for the online environment. Okay, underneath the description is the course goal. And the goal is to help you develop competency in designing effective online learning environments. And you can read this. It basically outlines sort of what you're going to be doing this semester in the course. And underneath that, you can see the knowledge and skill outcomes. So this I kind of differentiate with theory. So you learn quite a bit of theory in the knowledge outcome part of the course, and then application is the skill-based part of the course. So you're going to get to look at current trends and tools. You're going to look at theories of effective pedagogy and articulate best practices for building in an online environment. And then your skill outcomes are to be able to develop and implement a project plan and a course map for an online course, an online or hybrid course. Demonstrate techniques for designing online courses that can be systematically updated, and role play as a course developer throughout the semester. The textbook you're going to need for this class is Van Selinsky's 2011 Essentials of Online Course Design, and I've listed the ISBN number here in case you want to try to order it from the bookstore or from Amazon. But you do need that textbook starting in week 2. You do need to have a solid understanding of computers and the internet in order to be able to participate in the course. I do provide lots of how-to videos and step-by-step instructions, but some comfort level with the computer and the internet is required. Next, you'll see the standard writing proficiency statement, and I'll let you read that on your own. This course is fully online. We don't have any face-to-face meetings. However, we do have some synchronous class meetings that I'll be providing you with more detail on later on, but we don't have any face-to-face meetings. This is a very important part of the syllabus, and I encourage you to circle, highlight, star it, because it is the contact information for the Blackboard Help Desk. So they're open until 10 p.m. most evenings, and if you have any technical questions or issues that come up with Blackboard, they're a great resource. They also keep a log so that I can know which of my students have called and have had issues. So definitely highlight that information. Underneath that is a tutorial that if you've never used Blackboard Learn 9 before, I encourage you to go in and complete this tutorial. And it'll walk you through how to use the basic tools of the course. And since you're going to be actually developing a course, I think it's important that you understand it from a student lens first. So if this is your first online course in Blackboard, please go through that tutorial. Okay, underneath that section is the student-professor interaction, and it just outlines that you can contact me via the mail tool within Blackboard. You can also contact my email address, cbaker@tarleton.edu. during my office hours, which are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. And I'll typically get back to you very quickly, but sometimes, depending on what's going on here at Tarleton in my faculty role, it could be 24 to 48 hours before I'm able to return your email. And that's except on weekends when I don't return emails, or I try not to, because I dedicate time to spend with my family. All right, in terms of evaluation, this course uses a 100-point grading scale that you're used to. And so every assignment will be worth 100 points. And here's the breakdown of how we'll assign grades in this course. So you're going to have 3 key point contributions worth 15%, a course foundation assignment that's worth 15, a group exemplary course review that's worth 10, participation in our synchronous session is worth 10%, module development and 4 rounds of peer critiques is worth 20%, and then a new partner peer review critique write-up is worth 15%, and finally a comprehensive final exam that's worth 15%. So let's kind of dive into what each of these activities and deliverables are. Your key point contributions are where you, in a small group, will be adding in a key point statement, which is kind of your aha moment from the content that week, a related resource, and an application section in a Google Doc, and then commenting on a fellow group member's KP entry. And so you're going to have step-by-step instructions for this starting in week 2, but that's what the key point contribution is. You have a course foundation assignment where you're going to develop a course map, a course syllabus, and a course outline, and you'll have instructions for that as well. You're going to be put in a group to do an exemplary course review, and this is where you're going to review the winners from last year's Blackboard exemplary course program and discuss their strengths and weaknesses with your group members in the context of online course standards in your textbook. You'll be required to participate in an online synchronous session, and that will be about mid-semester, and you'll have a choice of sessions to attend that week so that you can make sure schedule-wise to get it in. But that's a chance for us to check in face-to-face and see and hear one another at least once this semester. The module development and peer critiques are where you're going to be given access to your own development course in Blackboard, and you're going to get to actually learn the skills related to online course design. And so starting in the last half of the semester, you're going to be setting up the basic structure of your course, and you're going to build one learning module, not the whole course, but just one learning module based on the standards found in your textbook. And each time that you add something new to your course, you're going to have a partner that you provide feedback on their course, and they provide that same feedback for you on your course. So along the way as you're building, you're going to get feedback. And then when you're done with your course development project, you're going to get a new partner, and you're going to do an entire new review and critique write-up using those same standards. So you'll be used to doing it at that point, but it'll give you a chance to see a new course and new content, and really think about those same standards in a new way. So that is it with regard to the activities and deliverables. And of course, you're going to have lots of instruction later on the semester, so don't get overwhelmed, because I'm going to provide you with step-by-step instructions. You'll have rubrics to know what you're going to be graded on as we go. All right, just a couple of notes here. There's not any extra credit in this graduate level course. And if you do have to request an incomplete grade because of an emergency or extreme circumstance, you just need to let me know in written form. And Tarleton uses a grade of K, and you have to finish all your coursework within the next long semester. And then note 3 just states that the syllabus is a fluid document that can change, and it has to sometimes. So that's just letting you know that if something changes, I'll let you know by written notice within 1 week of the change. Again, this is a graduate level course, so there's not a provision for making up a missed assignment. And my advice to graduate students is not to wait until the last minute. It shortchanges you, it shortchanges your group members, it shortchanges me. So get it in early, start early, devote the time that you need to do well in this course. And if you don't and you miss an assignment, there's not a provision for making it up. All right, underneath that is our course topics outline, and this just is the same thing that you'll see in the course schedule and course map, but it's just a broad topic overview that we're going to cover week by week. All right, now we have several statements that we have to include in our syllabi, and that includes the ADA statement. And if you do have a disability, we have a great director of Student Disability Services, Miss Trina Guy, and she's wonderful. Contact her and she'll get you set up. In terms of standards of conduct and academic honesty, we hold you to the highest of standards. We expect you to conduct yourself in a professional and scholarly way, and any cheating in any form will not be tolerated and will result in automatic failure of the course. Civility is one of our core values here at Tarleton, and so we want to hit it home that you're expected to interact with me, with Ms. Collier, with your peers in a respectful manner that enhances the learning environment. And we do that so that all students can enjoy the best learning environment possible. Next is our C&I professionalism goals and expectations. And you can read through those, but we expect our graduate students to communicate appropriately and effectively, work collaboratively with colleagues, demonstrate commitment to the teaching profession, take responsibility for utilizing professional teaching practices, and uphold the Code of Ethics for Texas educators. If you want to review the computer usage policy, it's linked here, and you can do so. And finally, I encourage you to use the support resources over at the Dick Smith Library. They've got a great staff of librarians who can help you find research articles and research topics, and they've got a lot of good online resources for our distance learners. All right, so that's it with regard to the syllabus. Again, I encourage you to print it out so that you can have it handy for yourself all semester. And next I'm going to talk about the course schedule.